Hello, everyone. Liz, and thank you so much for stopping by and spending some of your time here with me. In today's video, I want to talk about one of the greatest communication the universe had with me some years ago that I consider a huge motivational life lesson that I want to inspire you with today. Before that, I want to comment, I want to still mention about this upgrade of human biology that I am, in fact, waiting for some instructions of my guides because it is a huge concept and I'm finding a little bit difficult to pack it in a 15 minutes, 30 minutes video. So live anyways, because I can be here for 2 hours if I exposure everything I'm receiving. But anyways, I will find out how to do that and I keep you posted. All right, so let's go to this motivational life lesson that I want to share. Well, many years ago, I used to think, and I was really sure that if I would move cities, countries, homes, my life would change like magic. And I did it. I was moving here and there. And I remember back then I was counting I moved it already. I had moved that time already for 35 times. Now I'd say it's more than 40 times. And one of the last movements I had, I saw myself living in a very developed country, a rich country, full of opportunities back then. And when this fresh start passed, I saw myself living the same things, the same problems, the same old patterns, the same beliefs. Everything was repeating themselves. So then I think was the time I had my aha moment. Really, from my heart, I had an aha moment and I said, what's going on? I moved it already. I'm so far away from everywhere that could trigger some traumas and so on. But I was repeating everything. And this was the time, this aha moment, when I realized, and I considered the first part of this communication with the universe, when it was clearly showed me and told me that it doesn't matter where you go, doesn't matter home, country, cities, it doesn't matter. You will always carry on being you unless you embrace the real change. The real change. Simply because when you move somewhere, some different physical place, you don't take with you only your luggages, your belongings, but you will take with you all your traumas, all your pains, all your sufferings, all your experiences, your story, your inner child with a healing. That's all what you take with you. So, and unless you embrace the change, the real change that starts from within, nothing will ever change. Because all these programs, mindsets, or culture patterns that you carry to another country, for example, they will not serve you for anything. Especially if you move to a country that has nothing to do with your culture. So you have to have an upgrade on that, like how to behave, etc. But I don't want to go deep in this moving to a new country today. But it's clear that your mindset, it doesn't work there. So you have to embrace a real change. In that time, I understood that the change had to start from within because your internal words reflect your external words. Sounds kind of a cliche because everybody talks about this nowadays. That everything that's stored inside you will repeat and reflect the external words, your situation. It doesn't matter where you go, it will repeat and you carry on repeat. And I remember even the first time I read this sentence many years ago, I got so pissed. I said, no way, I'm not creating all of those for me. I want the best for myself. And it's true that, it's not a lie. But what's your best according to your consciousness in that time? This is the great question here. And then after really facing a nickel death, hours and hours of crying, depression, suffering, pain all over my body due to many stuff that happened to me, and so on. You know, I remember one day I went to the mirror right after the second time I almost died, and I shouted. I shouted in the mirror and I said, enough. I don't want this for me anymore. I don't want. I want to change all of those. And I remember also I got a piece of paper and I listed really everything with so much clarity that was stuck in my way that time. In my list included people, places I passed, memories that I had, karmas from my family that were not mine and I didn't want anymore. All of those. I created a big list. In that day, I took really a decision that was a huge decision. I decided that it didn't matter how long it would take me. I would reverse and I would change one by one of that list. Really, this was such a courageous decision. And I went for that. I went for that. Behaviors. I remember everything was in this list. And in that moment, the real change started. The real change from within. Well, was it easy? Is it easy? Not at all. But when you wake up, I don't know if you are in this moment. You can also leave it here in the comments. If you are in this moment, when you wake up and you say, enough, I can't anymore. I can't stand the situation anymore. When you wake up, if you one day you wake up, or if you woke up, if you are waking up today, in this day, you will have two choices. Option number one will be to carry on repeating and watching all this karma repeating over and over and over again. Doesn't matter what karma is it. Can be scarcity, money issue, health issue, a relationship issue that you bring. You can identify that. Look at your family, for example. Look at your country. So you can identify when you're repeating a karma that you don't want anymore. A cycle. I don't want to keep using the word karma because many people don't resonate with this word. But when you see your karmas, your cycles repeating themselves. So in this day, you identify, okay, I'm repeating this, and I'm repeating this. So your option number two will be, okay, I step into the unknown. I will learn. I will do whatever I can to reverse all of those. And I promise you that option number two is one that there will be a light in the end of this tunnel one day. There will be. And what I can say about option number two, probably this light will never appear out there. Never. Because you're just being around. Turn around. So I went for number two. For sure, I went for number two. And I believe that this is a project for the rest of my life. Simply because when you have a trauma, I will just talk briefly about this. You have a trauma, your emotional baggage is in one part of your brain. When you embrace to change it, you just get this baggage and you put it in another place. Okay? That's it. It is there. It's quiet there. Doesn't affect you anymore. But doesn't mean it's gone forever. It's not gone forever. And you will see the success of your path when you encounter people, mostly people close to you, or situations that will remind you this time or this trauma but you see that your reactions are different. You don't react in the same way you used to do. It's very interesting, this. So you don't have the feeling that you have to give your truth, that you have to prove you're right. You really don't care. Because most probably people around you will not do this work. You will see yourself alone doing this. And they will come one day, or they will say, I know how you feel. I know what you think. And they don't. They have no clue. You know why? Because they are judging you. They are just giving their own opinion based on their experience. And if they didn't do any work or part of the work, they will still carry on seeing things the way it used to be. But you don't care. You say, all right, I really don't need to change their opinion. So this is the result, that the work you were doing is really worth. That's really great. This is amazing. What else I want to tell? Okay. Every day in my meditations, I thank God, I thank the universe, I thank my guides, I thank this huge group that work with me. I thank for each moment of suffering, of pain, of tears. Each one of the people, or each one of the people that passed in my life, they are no longer part of my life anymore. I'm really thankful for all of them. Really, very thankful. And I see that everything I embrace it to do helped me to be the person I am today, which is a better version of myself. And I believe that tomorrow I will be a better version of myself. And I believe that until the day I die, I will have a great version of myself, better and better. Because you understand that you don't need to get trapped into people's drama, people's frustration. It's not yours. And you start living a peaceful life. You start detaching from things, that you review your patterns of success, for example. Anyways, this is a video I wanna share here one day about reviewing the patterns of your success. Yeah, better version of myself, if I can say. And you know what? If there is only one person in this planet that knows exactly what I faced. One. And you will see yourself alone for a while, but it doesn't matter. You know why? Because you will replace people, and people will come and align to your new version. And this is beautiful. This is wonderful. And then you may ask, okay, I'm talking, and you may ask yourself, but what have you done? What's the way? It's a mix. It was a mix of leaving toxic people and toxic places behind, lots of brain reprogramming, meditations, hours and hours of journaling. I don't know how many notebooks I have with handwriting here. Songs in 432 hertz, binaural frequencies and binaural beats. What else? Lights of the Universe healing. And with those last two was exactly the time the channelings started coming to me, and I didn't know back then. Like the CD I have and all of those is all regardless to this time, and all the songs I still have, and I'm channeling yet. I'm still in this process. Lots of therapies, but effective ones. Because therapy, the effective therapy is the one that you go with your heart open, and it's fast. It doesn't take years and years of your life. I will share some information here about all the therapies I've done so far. But also in the list of what I've done, I have to mention that I had to accept and understand that I was facing a huge, painful, lonely, complicated moment of spiritual awakening. And back then, I didn't even know this expression. I didn't know this terminology. And I had to learn. Because in the 3D matrix, the explanations I used to find, explanations were not enough. And I said, no, it cannot be. Because it's too horrible. It cannot be only my creation and it cannot be only this. What else? What else is there? So then also, I guess that this change came from this place of understanding what spiritual awakening is. If I have to wrap up this life lesson today, the life lesson is understand and accept that you don't need to die to reborn. Because this was my decision that time. I don't want to die to be born again. You can reborn without dying in this lifetime without needing to wait for a new incarnation, for a new body, for a new everything. You don't need to. You can do it now, and the time is now. And embrace this inner work. And understand that this rebirth comes from the change from within. If I had to say one sentence 1,000 times, I would say embrace the inner work. Embrace the inner work. The planet needs the real essence of yourself now. Embrace your inner work. Another thing you can do, you may know someone that needs to listen this kind of words. If so, share this video. Help this living fully concept to grow, because it's a concept where I want to show you that it doesn't matter what's playing out of your house, you can live fully. You can live fully. Also, leave your questions, leave your comments, your experiences. You're very much welcome. Also, help me to spread my work by hitting the love and gratitude button for me. I really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button as well. And if your heart feels the call, donations to this channel are really welcome, because then you will help me to keep creating free content in 2 languages to spread around the world. So feel free to contact me at any time. You can leave your question here also. And now I just want, really, from my heart, to thank you for spending some of your time here with me. We see each other again next Thursday, live at the same time. And for now, as always, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of care, lots of blessings, lots of gratitude. And I wish you a very beautiful week ahead. Take care. Bye.